The mind is deeper than the brain.
How?
Because the mind is invisible, the brain is visible. What chances are there for you to have a thought that the phone is going to ring and then it rings? Not just once. I come from Africa. And you know what? In Africa, in witchcraft, people can astral project. Come again? Chance. Oh, come on. So we have chance, so many chances happening. Chance here, chance there. So what do you mean, sir?
This is not
Adam and Eve were Jews.
You take over the country.
Adam circumcised. God creates all things. All things are in heaven,
You
but for
take
the fear
over
of
the
heaven.
country.
The fear of heaven.
All things are in heaven.
Back to India. This is not your country.
Can you explain yourself?
No, it's not racist.
Can you explain yourself?
You want to take over the country.
Obviously, Hashem, God
Go
allowed
back to your
Islam
country.
to exist.
This is not your
Could exist
country.
if God
And
didn't.
the people.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Not my country.
God powerless.
No.
You should be thrown out.
But God has placed limitations
She
on
want to
himself.
stay here. She want to take
We
your
can't
country.
keep you here with that moustache. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
You've got to go.
It's looking good. No.
But he could
By
eradicate
not
this.
lying,
Anyway, go back to your
God places a limit. Can God lie?
She gonna say. She gonna say.
Charlie
How much
Chaplin.
can God lie? When God is placed a limitation, he cannot lie.
See? Go back to your country. Fuck up.
It's our word for lie wouldn't encapsulate.
I'm going to come again.
The word for lie.
welcome as you
Why
are.
don't you tell it to your family?
I'm just only here.
Yeah, but that's why if you exclude him, I'm saying
There's
he
no
has,
there is no
how
limit.
come he's in everything that you're saying he's out of certain things?
What's that?
How come he is in everything, but you say he's excluding himself from lying?
Anyway,
Lying is a human
but she's still
function.
Indian.
It's not a
She's not British.
God's
She's a Christian.
It's weak.
So don't angels lie?
You Christian. You Christian.
Angels might lie. I don't.
Anyway.
Well, my point to you,
my society,
my point to
much of
you
my
is that
culture
God has given us a will for a purpose.
Are you Indian?
And our will may be limited, but it's still a will. We can choose.
I do live in South.
Once we begin to choose, we can't attribute to God what we are responsible for.
I didn't say anything other than
You said that. You were trying to say that.
No,
You were saying Islam is here because God permitted it. And I'm saying that's not true. That's not true.
Tommy Robinson is obsessed with
It's not true.
unless you believe
It's
God.
here because people want it to be here.
They don't need it.
There are many things we are doing that God is against, but we're doing it. Are we then saying that, well, God is the one permitting it? No, we are the ones doing it. No, we are doing it.
Yeah, we are doing it. We need permits.
No, I don't agree with that. You can't say we're doing it and it's permitting it. So what do you mean?
And that's really going to be.
Maybe you should say God allows instead of permits.
Permit and
Because
allow,
when you say permit, it's like issuing a permit. If you say allow, well, allow is different from
I'm happy with
permitting.
allow.
Come
God
again?
I'm happy with allow. God allows it.
Okay, God allows it. And so there are many things that God allows. It doesn't mean he's given a permission for
No,
it.
he was begging before.
See, permits is about permission.
Who say why does God allow it?
Because he gave us a will. And he respects the will he gave us. He gave us a will and he respects it. And so there are confines and there are limitations to that will, but God is giving it. And God will not encroach on our will.
Well, he most certainly will approach our will.
If our will crosses his will, then he will stop us. But before that, we are absolutely free.
So you're saying Islam is here because of our will, and that does not encroach,
Absolutely.
and that does not encroach his will.
Exactly.
Doesn't encroach. So God doesn't not want it here.
Yes.
God
Like the
wants it.
devil. I mean, the devil. Why is the devil here?
God wants
God allowed. No, God doesn't want it. God allowed him. But you see,
it. God created the world
yes.
with the devil. as a
No, the devil was not a devil. The devil was not created a devil. He became a devil. The devil became a devil. He wasn't a devil in the beginning.
When did it become?
Come again. When he chose to have his will against the will of God, because he was made with certain functions. In fact, from the scriptures, it says he was full of wisdom, beautiful. There was no angel described like the devil himself, but that wasn't enough for him. He became, he began to become self-absorbed. You know, began to look
God made
and
Adam
see the same
Eve
thing
and
here.
the serpent.
No, that's not true.
God didn't make the serpent.
It says now the serpent. It means he was there. He was never. His creation was never mentioned.
God didn't create the serpent. That
God
is outside of God's
created.
creation.
God created a beautiful angel that became a serpent that now is a dragon.
Fell down. Utter lie.
So God didn't create. The serpent was created outside of God's creation.
So Tommy,
I mean,
What do you mean? The serpent was created out of human creation, but not outside, because angels were also created. The angels were created before we were created. So they were there. And especially they are spirit beings, and so they belong to a different dimension than this dimension. But the devil invaded this dimension with his diabolical ideas.
So it's just
the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
Oh, he's still a devil.
and they swallow all
Serpent
of
in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah,
Part
but it's
of
still a
God's
devil.
creation.
Still the devil.
Part of God's creation.
No, not part of the Adamic creation. The Adamic creation is different from the angelic creation. Do you get that? It's not the same creation.
The creation that we live in now, this world in time and space.
Yes.
Okay, with the serpent, right, and
The serpent was outside it. He came in.
So he came into God's pure creation.
Yes.
That God spoke into existence.
Yes.
You're saying that some outside power, outside of God, entered God's creation that God spoke into?
No, he was. You see, he was outside of the Adamic creation. Adam's. When I say Adamic creation, I'm talking about the present system we have.
Time and space.
Yes. Okay, that's even better. He was outside time and space, and he came into time and space.
So God spoke time and space.
Yes. Yes.
We agree on that.
Yes.
And God is all powerful in time and space.
Yes.
But something from outside time and space invaded God's time and space creation.
Okay,
That's
watch
your
it.
argument.
Okay,
That's not my
okay.
argument.
No, watch it. Let's go outside time and space. Outside time and space, there is another creation, a celestial creation.
Outside time and space, all I know is
Well, I'm saying to you that outside time and space, there is a celestial creation, and that celestial creation is a whole universe in itself.
But if you believe
And it's
that
in a
that's
place.
God,
Come again?
if you believe that outside He spoke in time and space, if anything exists outside of that other than God,
Yeah, but you see, God
that is
speaking,
not monotheism.
God speaking our time and space into being wasn't the first time He spoke,
I don't know to that.
because it tells you in Genesis, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth
Like, what's that?
before He spoke.
Who?
Is it Mario?
Who, Mario?
Before
Again,
God said, "Let it be light," the heavens and the earth were already there.
You know that
But God created. They're
I'm
God's
saying
creation.
to you,
But they're God's
I'm saying to
creation.
you, before God said, "Let there be light," time and space were already.
He created them. They're His creation.
But I'm saying to you, there are other dimensions. There is the unseen dimension. What do you know about the unseen dimension?
When I go out.
What do you know about the unseen dimension, the spirit dimension?
This girl, I told her, fuck off to his country.
The only thing I know is God
It's gonna
created
be
everything,
like, I'm gonna go
Well,
to prison.
including heaven and earth.
What's your name?
Coach,
Coach. My name is Daniel, Coach. Nice to meet you. Coach, my point to you is that there is a dimension in you that cannot be seen. It's your spirit. And I think you need to explore it this year.
I explore it all the time.
Do you?
All the time. Now,
How does one explore one's spirit? Because I'm not even aware that I have one.
you are
Well, you are a spirit.
The question you just asked yourself
Yes.
is an explanation of your spirit.
Yes.
Well, that's just thinking, questioning.
Well, thinking is in the mind. Yeah.
Yes.
You see,
That's
the
true,
Bible.
absolutely. Without a mind, you can't think.
The Bible.
True.
The mind gives us a sense of consciousness.
Yes, I agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
But there are dimensions deeper than our mind.
Well, that's where I see. That's where my understanding and belief. And
Well, let
knowledge
me.
ends.
For example, dreams. Dreams don't come from the mind. They
Where do
play on the
come from?
mind.
Where do they come from?
from the inner.
It's the brain.
They come from your heart.
Dreams are brains unloading.
Well, the brain.
sleep.
The brain is the
Because without
organ.
sleep, we can't
The
survive.
brain is the organ that the mind operates through.
So you don't believe
The
dreams are in
mind,
the
the
mind?
mind is deeper than
I think
the mind.
scans of the
The
mind
mind
can
is
prove
deeper than the brain,
How?
because the mind is invisible, the brain is visible.
But you can't. You don't have a mind without a brain. Without
How
a
do you know?
healthy brain.
How do you know?
Because there's people that have had major brain trauma from
Yes.
accidents.
Yes.
Whose minds either just completely change unrecognizably, or their minds go and they're in vegetative states.
What about those
From
who have actually?
damage, physical damage. to
What
the
about
brain.
those who have been in a coma and come back and they tell stories that don't make sense to us living in this
My
world.
dreams don't always make sense. That doesn't prove anything.
Okay, fine.
Well, here's
Okay.
easier example. So we all make logical decisions, we think, we try, right?
Yeah.
And oftentimes you take two very logical people from dissimilar backgrounds, and they come up with completely different logical answers.
That's right.
Because it's not their mind, it's not their brain that's driving their decisions.
That's right. It's the mind. It's the
their
mind and the heart.
It's their soul.
That's a good
and
one.
It drives their life, and it's not the same.
All our brains are made of the same organic material, yet we all have different,
But it's
different.
the neural networks in our brain that are so complex and so complicated that are impacted by our experiences. And the reason for those two people coming up to a different conclusion is because they've had different experiences.
Okay.
So therefore, their neural networks are different.
And they have
So
different
come up-
emotions.
Maybe you should say.
Different emotions. It's actually emotion.
Maybe you should say what they've been exposed
So
to.
again, but emotions are heavily impacted and affected by both the brain and by the hormone system.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that's completely. I wouldn't say that it's completely true,
on the
because there are things we deal with beyond our emotions. We don't live by our emotions. Not everybody lives by that. Not everybody lives by their emotions.
Variable extent.
Okay, so
How
let me
do- how
ask
do- how
this-
do-
let me ask this question. So someone gives, just a bite of bread to someone else for
Yes.
charity,
Yes.
and another guy hands over $50 million to buy bread for a bunch of people.
Yes.
Which one is better?
Well, that's a subjective. Which one's better?
I'm asking you. Which one-
No,
That's
it's
a
subjective.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
It's subjective.
So what was your comparison? Someone that gives £1 million and someone that gives
No, bread.
Well, the £1 million, obviously.
Okay, but like, let's say the guy who gave the £1 million was Mark Zuckerberg, and the guy who gave the little piece of bread was himself starving and giving it to his little sister. Now, which one's better?
No, I wouldn't agree that.
I'm asking you now.
Is that you to make a
already
judgment?
said it.
Make a judgment. Make a judgment.
Is less good than saving 1 million people.
Okay, but who's the better person?
That's a subjective thing. Well,
I'm
I think
asking-
the million
The
one.
£1 million,
Yeah.
not the person who gave maybe potentially part of his own survival to his.
There've been argument that has.
How come we've left the dimension? Let's go back to
result in his own death.
Steve.
You could
Let's
say
go back
that's
to the
a dumb
dimensions.
decision.
Let's go back to the dimensions. Let's go back to the
Which
dimensions. My point to you is that your brain is the organ that your mind works through.
Correct.
And yet there are other spheres of your life that are
Not that
beyond
I
your
see.
mind.
Not that I see.
Beyond your
There's
mind.
no evidence for those
Let
other
me ask you a
spheres.
question.
There really is no evidence
How
for
do
those
you?
other spheres.
Let me ask you. What do you mean? Your experience?
There's no evidence.
Your
for them.
experience
I've
does.
experienced my mind,
How
my
come?
consciousness, my
How
dreams,
come?
my thoughts, my
Okay.
opinions,
How
my
come I have?
views.
How come I have a dream that actually happens in real life?
It's in your brain.
So the brain knew what was going to happen,
Sorry. Oh, what you're saying? You have a dream that
and it happens. Premonition.
what forecast.
Premonition. Yeah.
Premonition.
Don't tell me premonition doesn't exist, and don't tell me that in
Chance.
life
It's
things haven't
chance.
happened.
It's
Come
chance.
again.
It's
Chance.
chance.
Oh, come on. So we had chance. So many chances happening. Chance here, chance there. Chance in China, chance in the USA, chance all over the world. Chance all over the world. People having chances.
Most people, most of the time, are not having premonitions in their dreams.
So let me ask the
It's a
question.
very rare
Let me ask the
occurrence.
question.
It's a very
You,
rare, random
Steve,
occurrence.
you may not believe the Bible, but how come Joseph has a dream about
This is a
Jesus?
story. Did
Oh,
he
there you
really?
are.
Did he even exist?
Because you don't believe it.
So
That's the
many ifs,
problem.
So many ifs.
Okay, let's come back to you. Let's come back to you.
No, let's come back to this whole idea of
Joseph
spirit.
Let's come back-
about himself.
This whole idea of spirits and souls.
Yes.
I just want
Okay,
some evidence
okay,
of their existence.
let's come back to it. Let's use you as an example.
Please do.
I bet, Steve, that you've had this experience where you thought about somebody and then they phoned you. Never. Okay.
I have had the occasional moment where I think the phone's going to ring and it rings.
That's my point.
But
Okay,
that's
okay.
just a
Whoa.
human
Yeah, no.
thing
Wait. You're a scientist, so let's look at it. What chances are there for you to have a thought that the phone is going to ring and then it rings? Not just once. Let's be. It didn't happen
Doesn't
once.
happen very often.
No, but it did happen.
It only happened once.
It
or
happened
twice
and
in
happened
my
more than
life.
it happened
I'm in
more.
my 50s,
Okay,
to drown out.
you know what? You said chance. You were trying to use chance and coincidence. Yeah? That was your argument. Chance and
You might as well
coincidence.
say, well, magicians do magic tricks, and how does that work? I mean, this is the level of your
Well,
argument.
if you speak about magicians, you're going there. In magic, there are tricks, but there are magicians that have supernatural power.
Oh, really? There are magicians with supernatural power. Which ones are those? Paul Daniels?
I was in
David Blaine?
I was in
Which
Covent
ones have
I was in
such
Covent Garden. I was in Covent Garden And I watched a brother and a sister. They did a miracle of translation.
All right.
That means he was standing
miracle of
here,
what?
put it in a box, yeah,
So you saw a
seal the
magician
box.
who actually
It's
thought it was
in
real.
Covent Garden. In Covent Garden. He put his
You had
sister in a
little
box.
to collect money in front.
No, wait. We were all watching.
Called street
She
entertainers.
disappeared from the box and came into the crowd. You explain to me.
Oh, but you actually think that was genuine magic?
I was there, Steve. I saw it. That was
You
supernatural.
always get a gullible
That
person
was.
anyway.
Also, is that what you think?
Gullibility.
See, well, there you are.
species.
When you dismiss the supernatural.
You actually think that
But Steve,
person...
Steve, I
How
promise
do you
you.
know they weren't
Steve,
twins and she was
I
hiding
promise
in the
you.
box and that was
Steve,
her sister?
it was a boy and a girl.
Ah,
It wasn't two boys or two girls.
it got me there.
No, I'm telling
How do you know they
I
weren't
saw
twins?
it.
How do you know
Steve,
they
I
weren't
saw
twins?
it. Steve, I saw it. I saw it myself. I
Sorry,
was
what
there.
Was a boy and a girl?
It was a man and a woman.
So a man a woman got into the box.
A
And
woman
there was
got
a man over there.
Yeah,
so
no,
that's
no,
not-
the man was standing right beside the box. Put her in a sack,
you said somebody
tie the
got in the
sack,
box
and
somebody
cover her in a
appeared.
box.
They were the same.
Wait, Steve, watch
Who
it.
got in the box and who appeared?
The
was
sister,
same
the
sex.
girl, the woman.
It was a woman that got in the box and it was a woman.
Wait,
that stood over there. How do you know they were twins? How do you know they were
wait, Steve, wait. You didn't hear all of
can't
it.
believe you
You didn't
actually
hear all of it. You didn't hear all of it.
I hate to put some money
She
in the
was
box,
put
though.
in a sack, and the sack was tied, and the sack was covered with a box.
Did they put swords?
And
through
you know
them?
what? When they removed the box, the sack was empty in front of all of us. It was empty.
Gullible fool.
How do you explain that?
Trickery.
I come from Africa.
Wow,
And you know
a
what?
lot of it goes
In
on.
Africa, in witchcraft, people can astral project. And many of them are
What does
projected
that mean?
out of their
Astral-
bodies.
Tell us about astral
And you know what?
You make a lot more money than a Covent Garden if you can do that. That's basically. The
Well, that's
problem-
quite a cool
the
trick.
prob- It's a cool
Well,
trick.
You
The
don't
problem
believe
is-
it was actually
Listen.
No,
Listen,
I know it's not
you are
real.
free.
I can
He
prove
thinks
it's not
it was
real.
Okay,
real.
tell
He
me.
thinks it was real.
The
That's
way
the
I know it's not
gullibility
real
of the
is
religious.
If it were real and they had that power, they'd
They'd
have
be-
robbed us all blind by now.
Exactly.
That's
They wouldn't
not
be
true.
doing it in Covent
Yeah, oh
Garden.
yeah,
That's not true. You see,
That's
this is the problem. You don't understand that when they came
Why
to
did you
Covent Garden,
believe it?
Yeah,
I
why
saw
do you
it.
believe it?
But why did you
That's
believe
the
it?
point. Why
because
would
I know it's possible. I come from Africa. People can move from place to place without going physically.
Can you?
Come on. It's even on
No,
the
you
internet.
can't.
I'm shocked that you haven't seen stuff on the internet.
TSAs.
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen people actually who are falling, who are actually projecting and then fell to the ground.
Is there any film of this?
Do you know what?
So-
I don't have time. I won't waste my time looking for you. But watch me. I'm telling you.
Nonsense.
Here in Speaker's Corner,
Oh, it's happening.
you will witness
Astral
miracles
projection.
happen. No. You will
Can you
meet-
astrally project
You,
over to the cafe?
Steve,
Get me a coffee and
Steve,
come back.
you will witness miracles happening in the name of Jesus this year.
Stupid.
Oh, I like
You
that.
see, this is the nonsense end.
No,
of
I like.
it.
No, that's okay.
It makes me even firmer.
It's
in
a
my
fair
opinion.
challenge. It's a fair challenge. Because Speaker's Corner needs to see the power of God.
But it never
And I'm
will.
telling you,
But it
this is
never
a
will.
year.
It never will.
This is a
never
year.
has
Maybe
and
the
never
shoes
will.
are
More miracles will happen here this year. This year, miracles and signs and wonders will happen in Speaker's Corner. This is a year the Muslims cannot deny, the unbelievers cannot deny, no one will be able to deny when the power of God is manifested in Speaker's Corner with miracles, with signs, and with wonders. Right here in Speaker's Corner, it will happen. I'm telling you. And SOCO family,
Great rapper. So, New Year message to all the SOCO
oh, SOCO family,
Yeah.
we love you.
Alex.
You're a wonderful family. But you know what? I think the family needs to grow more by us making an effort. I think we should share it more. We should reach out more. And so I'm asking you, if you're part of the SOCO family, let's expand it so we can all enjoy it. Let it be more fun. Because I'm telling you, this year it's going to be momentous. And JC is going places with his camera and his tip and his script. They are going places to show you stuff. And what I like about JC is that he doesn't just do the gospel. He does other things as well. You know, covering documentaries, various things. This channel is unique. It's wonderful. And you know what? It's changing lives. That is what is beautiful. Lives are being changed by this channel, SOCO channel. And so, SOCO family, we love you. God bless you. Have a tremendous 2025. and get ready. It's going to be your best year. In the world, there will be darkness, but on SOCO there will be light, there will be joy, there will be peace. God bless you, heal you, keep you, and prosper you. Love you, SOCO family. God bless you. God bless you.